Guys, so I'm back again here. As I promised into the first series of lecture, I try to introduce you a very basic of the information related to the software and very basic theory. But now let's go deep inside into it. What are the different options that we are going to use it right away? And just also try to make sure after I will try to add some product application part of the software just to get into your much more motivated, because I really understand like sometimes it becomes a bit hard just directly enter and see these a typical interface. So I don't really want to get you away from this software, but I really want you to be a part of it. So why not do we will see some of the quick options, and I will try to make it much more consolidated videos, not try to make it very much long. So right now what we are going to see today is just a bit of some of the options that we are going to generally use during the working of this software, and then the next upcoming videos are going to be some product application part of it, just to give you much more motivation, and then we will somehow deep into a bit theory, how to use it, how to really make a really nice model. And okay, so let's go ahead. So as I told you in my previous videos, we have like a mesh here. So okay, so just make sure what are the options that we are going to use it always. So it's gonna be mesh, model, element tool, and post processing. These four are your best friends for this software. When I say mesh, as you can see, this pop-up comes here. So all the list of let's say tools that comes under mesh is going to be show up here. When I say model, then you can see all the list of options that you're going to use it like during this model is here. Then element tools are really most important tool for this particular software. And then for sure, like you need post processing just to understand like those so-called color plots, always like everyone appreciated. This is what we are going to see here, correct? So these are like four good options. Try to put it up in your brain always. So this is very important. So when we go to the mesh, I showed last time like the shape measure. So as I told you, like if you just want to do like all the work here, so you can do it like you can create it from the very scratch. So like box solid, box shell, four node shells, sphere, everything, and then you can decide the number of, let's say, the mesh size. Again, not going into the deep, but this is what told you earlier. We also have like auto mesh conditions. So let's say if you have some designs already, then you can just make it mesh. So it's very easy one, and we will try to see it in the next upcoming videos, but this is how we mesh it, rather than making or creating a mesh, we create a mesh on the actual geometry. Then we have some other options here. uh, so these are solid mesh. So if you want to create, it's very typical or like really hard to make hexa mesh. So when we dig deep into the theory, we will understand, okay, what are those hexa mesh, what are those tetra mesh, what are like 2D mesh, what are the 3D mesh. And when we talk about container mechanics, then we will talk about what are the integration points, and how to really use it into the software, like those knowledge, so that we can come up with a correct simulations, we can come up with the correct data out of the simulation that you're going to perform as a part of your project. So here we have like 2D mesh, and yes, so this is how like you developed your own by just creating some points. So I would say like that's something you apply, you save, and you just have to dig more into it. So we save the mesh, and that's how we work it here. I'm not going to teach you much more, but this is one of the option, like we have some way to create our own mesh, so with the line, with the many options that you can just simply go ahead. So this is not what exactly I really want to have it here, so let's clear it. And yes, I really don't want that, but one of the option is what I showed here. Then we have tetra mesh. It's gonna be like much more useful for you, like as an initial user. We are going to use like these mesh option a lot. Okay. Then we have element generation, again the advanced options, and we will dig into it later. So then we have model are very much important, because when you see like how your, let's say, things work, so this is where like in the model you have it. Here you define like all those boundary conditions, correct? And you apply here like all those material, because that's really important for you. So you can just search it from here. So it comes like mat at the first is open, but if you see like I type it down mat, and then all the plastic materials, rubber materials is being decided here. Like we have to give the parameter, the material properties here itself, and it's really important for us to understand what exactly these things means to us. And all right, so this is all about important part. Then we have create entities, like a very handful stuff that you can quickly do it here. Like if you have to create some boundary conditions and some prescribed body motions, or just giving up some of the velocities, this is where like your top-notch tool where we will just come along and try to see it. Then we have like we can do sectioning, a lot of stuff here. We can just see how the appearance, how it's gonna look like. Then we have element tools. It is just for let's pre-processing, just to make let's say if you have some nodes you want to put from one place to another, this is your tool, which is going to really help you out. And if you want to delete some elements, add some elements, so this is where we will be taking much more deep into it. And then post-processing, as I told, like just to understand how the plots comes into the existence, this is a tool where we will try to see, okay, can you please show me the resultant, let's say, velocity, displacement, acceleration, everything, every physical quantity is being measured from this command, the post processing. So again, very interesting to see. We will really dig deep into it, and the next video that's gonna up, I will try to put it up, is a product application, just to understand, like get much more motivation. So as I told, like these are the four stuff that like four options. We will try to use it more often. All right, so this is a very quick video just to get a bit, a secondary video to understand this software. It's a quick point of view. All right, so we will see in the next video how the product works here. Bye. Thank you.